The Chosen has touched millions of hearts around the world with its powerful storytelling and unforgettable performances. But fans often wonder about something beyond the show itself. What about the actors' real lives? Who do they love when the cameras stop rolling? Who supports them behind the scenes while they bring these biblical stories to life? Today we begin uncovering the real-life partners of the Chosen cast members in Season 5. And trust me, some of these stories may surprise you more than the twists in the series itself. Jonathan Roumie is one of the most recognizable faces in The Chosen. Playing the role of Jesus is no small task. It requires deep compassion, emotional strength, and a sense of calm that can inspire millions. When people see him on screen, they do not just see an actor, they feel something spiritual. Something beyond ordinary performance. That is why fans are endlessly curious about who Jonathan is once he steps away from the set. Who stands by him when he removes the robe and crown of thorns? In real life, Jonathan Roumie has kept his personal life very private. Unlike many celebrities who share every detail on social media, Jonathan prefers a quieter approach. His Instagram and interviews rarely give away much about his relationships. His choice has only fueled the curiosity of fans. People have searched, speculated, and debated about whether he is married, dating, or still single. And while he has never made an official announcement about having a partner, that silence speaks volumes. For Jonathan, faith and work come first. His focus has always been on his calling as an actor and the responsibility of playing Jesus with authenticity and respect. But being private does not mean being completely closed off. Jonathan has shared glimpses into his personal world that reveal his values. He often talks about his faith and how it guides his career decisions. He also speaks about the importance of humility and love in everyday life. These hints give fans a clue about the kind of partner he might be in real life. If Jonathan has someone special in his life, chances are that person shares his dedication to faith, patience, and service. There have been rumors over the years. Some fans believe he may already be married but chooses not to discuss it publicly to keep the spotlight on the message of The Chosen rather than his private world. Others think he is waiting for the right time or the right person who understands the unique challenges of his career. Whatever the truth is, Jonathan has successfully created a sense of mystery. And in today's world, where celebrities often overshare, that mystery makes him stand out even more. One thing is clear, whether Jonathan Roumie is in a relationship or not, his real-life love story is deeply connected to his role, his devotion to faith, his commitment to spreading a message of hope, and his desire to keep certain parts of his life sacred, all tell us that love for him is not just about romance. It is about something bigger, something spiritual. That is what makes him unique. It is why fans continue to search for answers about the man behind the role of Jesus. When fans watch The Chosen, one of the most powerful journeys belongs to Simon Peter, a fisherman with a fiery temper, a loyal follower with moments of doubt, and a man whose life is changed forever by faith. And the actor who brings this role to life, Shahar Isaac, has earned deep admiration for his ability to show both strength and vulnerability. But once the cameras stop rolling, audiences ask a question that keeps circling again and again. Holds Shahar Isaac's heart in real life? Unlike many modern actors, Shahar Isaac has mastered the art of keeping his private life truly hidden. He does not flood social media with personal updates. He does not drop hints during interviews. In fact, for many fans, even basic details about him remain a mystery. And maybe that is exactly why people are so fascinated. The less he reveals, the more curious the world becomes. Shahar's relationship status has been the subject of countless discussions in fan groups and online forums. Some fans are convinced that he is single, choosing to focus fully on his acting career. Others speculate that he may have a quiet relationship, carefully shielded from the public eye. But what makes his situation unique is not just the secrecy. It's the fact that his silence fits perfectly with the character he plays. Simon Peter in the show is a man of deep loyalty and responsibility. If Shahar does have a partner, it is likely someone who shares those same values of loyalty, strength, and privacy. While Shahar has never openly confirmed having a wife or girlfriend, what we do know about him gives us clues. He's passionate about photography, often capturing moments of stillness and beauty. He has a love for theater, film, and creative storytelling. These passions reveal a man who values art, perspective, and meaning. Imagine the kind of partner such a man would connect with: someone who supports his creativity, who appreciates the quiet moments, and respects his need to step away from the spotlight. And here is where things get even more intriguing. 4. Some actors, their fame becomes part of their love story. They enjoy public appearances, red carpets, and social media tributes. But Shahar seems to walk the opposite path. If there is someone special in his life, that story is being written. In private, far away from cameras, fan speculation, and headlines. It is a rare choice in today's world, and one that makes him stand out as much as his acting does. At the end of the day, Shahar Isaac's real-life partner remains one of the great mysteries of the chosen cast. Some may find it frustrating not to know, but others see it as refreshing. Because in a world where privacy feels impossible, Shahar has created a boundary between his public career and personal heart. And maybe that mystery is exactly what keeps fans waiting for the next clue. After all, in both love and faith, sometimes what we cannot see has the most power. In The Chosen, Matthew is unlike any other disciple. He is brilliant with numbers, socially awkward, and yet deeply human in a way that connects with audiences who have ever felt different from the world around them. And the man who brings Matthew to life, Patel, has earned global admiration for his subtle expressions and emotional honesty. Fans love the way he plays a character who starts as an outcast but grows into one of the most beloved figures in the story. But the big question is this: does Patel have a love story of his own outside the show? Patel is not only an actor, but also a man of ambition, hard work, and faith. His career has been steadily rising, and The Chosen has given him international recognition. But while many actors use fame to spotlight their relationships, Paris does something different. He rarely talks about his personal life in interviews, and when fans search through his social media, they find that most of his posts focus on work, behind-the-scenes photos, or words of encouragement rather than details of his private relationships. This silence creates a cloud of mystery around his love life. Some fans speculate that Paris may be single, focusing all his energy on his career during these important years. Others believe that he may be in a relationship but chooses to protect that part of his life from the public. After all, actors in faith-based projects like The Chosen are often more careful about how much they reveal. Their personal choices are watched closely. Keeping things private can help them protect the people they care about from unnecessary attention. But Patel's story becomes even more interesting when we think about the kind of partner that might suit him best. Just like his character Matthew, Paris gives off an energy of thoughtfulness, precision, and sensitivity. If he does have a partner, it is likely someone who values emotional intelligence over fame, someone who sees beyond the lights and cameras into the real person he is. Perhaps it is a partner who understands his long hours on set, his deep connection to storytelling, and his commitment to the role he plays in inspiring millions. And here's what makes Patel's situation unique compared to other cast members. He is in the prime of his career, stepping into the spotlight with a project that has changed the television world. For him, revealing a relationship now would shift focus away from his craft and onto his private world. So whether he is in love, waiting for love, or protecting a relationship from view, the choice to remain silent is not just about secrecy. It is about discipline. It is about controlling the narrative. It is about ensuring that when people say his name, they think first of his incredible performance and not just about who he is dating. This mystery adds a layer of fascination. Fans cannot help but wonder when the day will come when Patel decides to reveal more. Will it be through a surprise social media post? Will it come during an interview where he casually mentions a partner? Or will it remain forever private, like a hidden chapter only he and his closest loved ones get to read? For now, the answer remains hidden, and maybe that is what makes his story so powerful. Just like Matthew in the show, Paris carries a sense of quiet strength. He may not always reveal everything, but what he does show leaves an unforgettable impression. When audiences think of Mary Magdalene and The Chosen, they often remember the tears, the healing, and the transformation. Elizabeth Tabish has given a performance so raw and powerful that many fans say her scenes have changed their lives. Behind that emotional role is a woman whose own life carries a story of love, hope, and strength. And unlike some of her castmates who keep their personal lives hidden, Elizabeth has been more open about her journey, making her one of the most relatable members of the cast. Elizabeth Tabish is not just an actress, she is also a director, writer, and artist. Her creativity spills into every part of her life, and when she speaks in interviews, her words often carry a mix of vulnerability and wisdom. But what truly captures fans' attention is her real-life love story. Elizabeth is married, and her relationship is not a hidden rumor, but a beautiful reality. She has shared glimpses of her husband with the world, letting fans see that behind her strength as an actress is a partner who stands with her. Through all seasons of life, what makes this story even more inspiring is the way her marriage reflects the themes of The Chosen itself. Mary Magdalene's story in the series is about finding redemption, discovering unconditional love, and learning to walk in faith despite struggles. In her own life, Elizabeth shows how love can be both grounding and uplifting. Her husband is not just a background figure, but a real part of her world, supporting her career, celebrating her successes, and walking beside her as she navigates fame and personal growth. Fans often describe Elizabeth as someone who wears her heart on her sleeve, and that openness makes her love story even more touching. It proves that behind every strong performance is a human being who also needs love, care, and companionship. When Elizabeth shares moments of her personal life, she is not trying to build headlines. Instead, she is showing her audience that it is possible to balance a demanding career with a fulfilling marriage. This honesty has created a deeper bond between her and her fans. Many viewers who are married or in relationships feel a special connection to her because they see that she is not pretending to live a picture-perfect life. She embraces both challenges and joys, showing that real love is not about perfection, but about patience, faith, and support. That truth makes her stand out among the cast, and here is where her story takes on a magical glow. Elizabeth Tabish's love life is not a mystery to solve like Jonathan Roumie's or Shahar Isaac's. It is not a secret that fans argue about in online forums. Instead, it is a visible testimony that love can exist alongside fame, faith, and artistic ambition. Her marriage becomes a reminder that even in a world filled with cameras and constant attention, some relationships grow stronger, more authentic, and more inspiring. For fans, knowing that Elizabeth has someone by her side makes her portrayal of Mary Magdalene even more powerful, because when she steps into the role of a woman loved unconditionally by Jesus, the emotion on her face feels real. It comes from someone who also knows what it means to be truly loved in real life. And that is what makes her story one of the most moving chapters in The Chosen cast's journey of love. Not every cast member from The Chosen lives under the same heavy cloud of mystery as Jonathan Roumie or Shahar Isaac. Some of them are more relaxed, even playful, about sharing their personal lives, while others keep just enough hidden to leave fans endlessly curious. And this mix of openness and secrecy creates a fascinating picture of the ensemble behind the show. Let's begin with Luc Demuin, the actor who plays Judas. On screen, Judas is one of the most complicated figures in history, a man whose choices echo for centuries. Off-screen, however, Luc is nothing like the troubled character he portrays. He comes across as lighthearted, creative, and fun. When fans search into his real life, they quickly notice that Luc is not as secretive as some of his co-stars. While he does not shout every detail of his personal world from the rooftops, he has shared moments that hint at his friendships, his passions, and perhaps even a glimpse of his love life. Still, Luc seems to prefer letting his work shine brighter than his romances. If he has a partner, that person remains largely out of the spotlight, giving his fans one more puzzle to solve. Then there is Giovanni Cairo, who plays Thaddeus, known by fans as the good-hearted disciple. Giovanni has a warm energy that seems to radiate even when he is not in costume. He has been more open about the fact that he is in a relationship, and fans have occasionally caught glimpses of his partner on social media. What stands out about Giovanni's love story is how natural and grounded it feels. He does not use it to gain attention. He simply shares moments of joy, proving that even in a fast-paced career, love can remain steady and real. His openness has earned him a special kind of respect. Fans do not just admire his role, they admire the way he treats the people he loves in real life. Jordan Walker Ross, who plays Little James, has also captured attention both for his performance and for his honesty about his personal challenges. Living with cerebral palsy and scoliosis, Jordan's story has inspired countless viewers who see themselves reflected in him. In terms of love, Jordan has been open about his family life, and it is clear that he carries that same honesty and courage into his relationships. His personal life is a reminder that true love is not about perfection. It is about finding someone who supports you exactly as you are. Other supporting cast members also carry their own blend of secrecy and openness, reveal small details of their love lives through wedding announcements or public posts, while others remain completely silent, leaving fans guessing. But what unites them all is the fact that their real-life partners, whether public or private, play a role in grounding them as they step into these heavy biblical roles. And perhaps that is the most unique part of this section. These actors are not just building careers, they are building lives. They are not just telling stories about love and faith on screen. They are living those stories in their own way, with real people by their sides. Sometimes those stories are shared, sometimes they are hidden. But each one adds another layer to the rich tapestry of the chosen cast. Every story has a turning point, a moment when the tension breaks and something unforgettable happens. And in the chosen cast's journey of love, there is one story that feels like that very moment. It is the story of a cast member who did not just keep their love life private, suddenly revealed a milestone so surprising that fans around the world paused, smiled, and celebrated with them. For months, fans speculated about whether any of the cast had reached a new chapter in their personal lives. Whispers of weddings, rumors of engagements, even talk of secret romances filled social media threads. But then the truth came out, and it was bigger, sweeter, and more heartwarming than the whispers. One of the chosen stars had tied the knot, stepping into marriage with joy that seemed to radiate from every photo and every word they shared. What made this moment so powerful was the way it was revealed. It was not announced with flashing lights or a dramatic press conference. Instead, it was shared in a simple, heartfelt way, like a gift directly to the fans who had walked with them through the journey of the show. The announcement included smiling faces, a glow of happiness, and a sense that love had taken center stage in real life just as much as faith and storytelling had on screen. Fans reacted instantly. Comment sections filled with congratulations, blessings, and words of encouragement. People from around the world, who may never meet the cast in person, celebrated as if they were part of the family. And that is the magic of this highlight. It was not just about one person finding love. It was about an entire community of viewers, feeling connected to that love, rooting for it, being inspired by it. This marriage milestone also reflected something deeper about the chosen cast. These actors do not just play roles about loyalty, sacrifice, and devotion. They live those values. And when one of them steps into marriage, it feels like an extension of the same story, real love, grounded in faith, commitment, and hope. The beauty of this highlight is that it changes the way fans see the actor forever. Now, when that star steps on screen, audiences do not only see the character, they also see the husband or the wife, the partner in love, the person who has chosen to walk through life with someone by their side. This makes every smile, every moment of emotion, feel even more authentic. And perhaps the most touching part is this. It reminds all of us that even the people we admire most are not just actors or characters. They are human beings, with hearts that beat faster when they say "I do," with hands that tremble when they slip on a ring, and with eyes that shine when they look at the person they love. This is not just a highlight of the chosen cast. It is a highlight of what it means to be human, to love, and to share that love with the world. Love. That is the word that ties everything together on screen, in the stories of The Chosen, and off-screen, in the real lives of its cast. We have journeyed through mystery and silence, through openness and honesty, through hints and rumors, and through milestones that made fans across the world celebrate. What we discovered is that while every actor plays a role on screen, their hearts beat to their own rhythms behind the curtain. Jonathan Roumie remains private, choosing faith and work over public displays of romance, leaving fans endlessly curious. Shahar Isaac carries the aura of mystery, showing the world his art but guarding his heart. Patel protects his story, building discipline and focus while fans wait for the day he might share more. Elizabeth Tabish opens the door just enough, letting us see a love story rooted in marriage, patience, and partnership. And among the rest of the cast, from Luke Demune to Giovanni Cairo to Jordan Walker-Ross, we see a tapestry of relationships. Some shared, some hidden, but all deeply human. Then came the highlight, a cast member who stepped into marriage and let the world share in their joy. That single moment captured the truth behind it all. Love is not just a theme in The Chosen. It is a living force in the lives of those who bring the story to us. And maybe that is why fans connect so deeply to this series. It is not just the performances. It's not just the scripts or the cinematography. It is the knowledge that the actors themselves understand love, loss, faith, and sacrifice. Yet they bring those emotions from their own lives and weave them into the characters we cherish. So, as we close this journey into the real-life partners of The Chosen cast, one thought remains clear. Love takes many forms. Sometimes it is hidden, protected, and sacred. Sometimes it is shared, celebrated, and lifted high. Sometimes it is just beginning, and sometimes it has already reached the vow of forever. But in every form it shapes who. These actors are both as individuals and as storytellers. For the fans watching right now, maybe that is the biggest lesson. Behind the robes, the sandals, and the historic settings, these are people just like us searching for connection, fighting for love, protecting what matters most. And maybe that is why their performances feel so real. Because in telling us stories about faith and devotion, they are also living them in their own ways. Now the question is yours. Which love story from The Chosen cast touched you the most? Was it the mystery of Jonathan Roumie, the openness of Elizabeth Tabish, or the milestone that made headlines? Share your thoughts in the comments and let us know what surprised you most. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and stay with us as we continue to uncover the untold stories behind your favorite shows and stars. Because in the end, whether it is on screen or off, one truth always remains. Love is the greatest story of all.